man, we got a big announcement.
He said, "Oh man."
We got a big announcement. My guy Shane Mosley versus Daniel Jacobs.
Yeah.
I got this text message when I was in Louisiana on vacation. She's like, Shane's fighting a guy named Daniel Jacobs. I said, what?
She said.
She said, Shane's fighting a guy named Daniel Jacobs.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did not see that.
I said,
coming.
good fight.
Yeah, it's a good
So
fight.
we got a good fight.
See that coming.
Definitely all day rolling with my guy Shane Mosley. He got to be on it.
Is this fight happening at 160 or 168?
160.
Ooh.
Is it?
160.
Jacobs is going to get down to 60?
I guess so.
I like Jacobs at 60. I like him at 60.
You don't dislike the fact that he's, well into his 30s and
Older.
has to come back from 68 to 60?
He
You
is.
think that's actually a good weight cut for him, not a
Thought
tough
it was
one?
until you said that.
Yeah, I was just asking.
I thought it was until you asked that.
Yeah.
You know, I think I could be wrong.
BoxRec says super middle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought
that's
that's
super
why I was surprised that it
super
would be at middleweight.
10
Yeah.
rounds.
Yeah. What do you think? I think
68.
you think Shane is better at 60 or 68?
Probably 60.
I think
but,
better at 60.
But the timing of this fight, if ever there was a moment Shane Mosley Jr. could win this fight, it'd be now.
Yes.
When Jacobs has been inactive, he's made a lot of money. I don't really think he's that hungry anymore. You know, he's a smart guy who's made a lot of money, been a world champion at middleweight, IBF champ.
Yeah.
But if ever Mosley Jr. is going to win this fight, I got love for Shane too.
Yeah.
Seen him, but because he'd always be a big underdog in this matchup. He's still going to be an underdog in this fight. But not that Shane is so many years younger than Jacobs, but he's fresher and has to be more hungry. He needs this fight more than Daniel Jacobs. Does that mean he's going to win it? Not necessarily.
Yeah.
But he does have more to fight for, I think.
And you got Shane. I mean, Danny's just been out the ring. We've been looking for Danny, I think, me and Shawn for years. Since 2020, he fought one time. Since 2020, Shane's fought 5 times.
There you go.
So it's just like I said, I think it's perfect timing for Shane. Older guy, inactive. The hunger's not. I don't think the hunger's there anymore. But Shane has to be on it.
Yeah.
No laws like we see at Shane fight sometimes. We need the Gabe Rosado performance where you on it every round, every second. You can't be taking shots. You can't be there to get hit. He's a veteran at the end of the day.
Yeah. The first time I met Daniel Jacobs, 15 years old, at the Silver Gloves National Tournament, I had been there probably 5 times and never won the tournament. Excuse me, only won the tournament once the year before when I was 14. So coming back at 15, I've been there at 10 years old, 11 years old, 12 years old, 13 years old. Never won it. Won it when I was 14. I came back the next year like I'm the guy. I'm better than I was last year, and I was on my stuff last year, right? And I draw Daniel Jacobs in the semifinals. I don't know what you're showing me right
This is
now.
the box rec, his amateur box rec.
Oh yeah, that's
It's got it in black and white, Shawn.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Listen, man. He's showing me Daniel Jacobs.
I think that was the first time.
Amateur box rec.
That was
So
the
go
first
ahead.
time.
Go ahead and check out Daniel
Y'all
Jacobs
fought 4
box rec.
times?
We fought. I feel like
Wow.
we fought 5 times.
No, 5 times.
Yeah.
Shawn only got one win.
One. Yeah.
Was he 6 foot then too, or
To my-
5'11", 5'10"?
To my story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the one that they probably don't got on there is the one I'm talking about. So I think we might have fought 6 times.
Oh.
And I only got 1 win on him. Maybe I might have 2.
So
But-
you were Jake LaMotta, he was Sugar Ray Robinson in the 6 fights.
Somebody said back in the day
Yeah.
we were Shane Mosley and Vernon Forrest. And I was like, when the dude said that to me, I was like gave me like butterflies. Like, damn, I can never beat this guy, you know. Anyway, so check it out. So I never seen him before. 15 years old, never seen him, and drew him in the semifinals. I'm like, it's cakewalk. I don't know this guy. I've been here. I know everybody, and I've never seen him. I underestimated him. He got out in the first round, and I think I started a little soft or slow because of and because I didn't know him. It was like I underestimated him, but he was on his joint. That whole fight when we were 15 years old. Pointed at, that was his first national tournament. He had probably, I think he had like less than 20 fights at that point in time. He had just started boxing. Naturally gifted athlete, naturally gifted boxer. That's who Shane got in front of him. So I got a feeling that even though Danny has done a whole lot. Probably don't need to do no more, but still has some sort of love and hunger for this thing. He can still wake up and do it the way a lot of people can't do it after months and months of training and years and years of other fights. You know, like we just said, 5 fights against none in the last 4 years. Against one in the last 4 years, but he can still
lost a close fight to Ryder.
Yeah.
And he's just naturally gifted. You know what I mean? So I think if he can tap into that, this might be a really good fight. The thing that has always bothered me about Shane, he's always underperformed. And he can't, number one, he can't afford to do that from a standpoint of winning and losing, but also from a standpoint of gaining fans. You got fans because of your name, and then you got fans because you're a good-looking guy. You were in the Contender. People know some things about you. Yes, we see that you have some wins and some losses, but you need something that's going to take you over the top. His work rate needs to be high, especially you getting in the ring with an older guy who really want to. He probably, the way he training is probably how he going to fight, which is relatively slow-paced. You're going to have to have a higher work rate, which is something that he lacks, and he got to let that right hand go. Mm-hmm. This is the fight he need to make a statement. If he don't make that statement, he gonna stay exactly where he's at.
Yeah, this is it's a crossroad fight.
And Shane, I wish you were here because I would have said that to you.
Yeah.
To your point, Shawn, about go ahead, my bad.
No, I just feel like at the same time he's Shane Mosley's son and junior, he has got to the point where he's starting to get out of that light, where he's starting to establish who he is as a person, which that's what I know he's been fighting to get out of. But yeah, no, this is one of the ones, like, the best performance I've ever seen with Shane is Gabriel Rosado. I don't know if you guys remember that fight.
Yeah.
But it just, I don't know if Shane fights to his opponent or not. And there's a lot of people do stuff like that. If you need to be focused for a fight, this is the fight.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what that disconnect is for him, but I know out of the last 5 fights he's had, 2 of them I've said, whoa.
Yeah.
But the complete opposite for the other 3.
Yeah.
The other 3, I was like,
yeah.
Please get back in the ring next month.
2 and 5 and 3.
No, the other 3. 2 of the fights.
Put up 3. Okay. All right.
Yeah, like that.
Sean having a long weekend, guys. He sparred yesterday.
I took these.
I know, Sean.
Yeah, I've been sparring a little bit, just a little bit. Nothing serious.
But Sean, to your point about Jacobs is going to train at a certain pace in his camp and probably show up and fight at that pace. Is he probably training for a knockout? He's not really going to try and win every round 1 through 12, and he
10-rounder.
Oh, it's a 10 round. Okay, so not really trying. Is that something Shane Jr. could take advantage of? It's a veteran who's probably going to try and find your leak here or there, crack you with power, get you out of there, because he's not really trying to box all 10 rounds at this stage. Is that something Shane Jr. could?
I've never really seen or known fighters that train for
a knockout. Right.
But I can honestly say that there's been some guys that their thing is I got to get you or I'm not gonna win.
Right.
I think Rolly has kind of been, or up until recently was kind of that guy. Like he just was training to get in shape because I'm going in the ring and I'm gonna knock you out. But I don't know too many fighters that train like that.
Well, I guess, as you get older and you're not trying to be as bouncy with your feet sometimes, and by nature of you being a little bit more planted, because you can't bounce in and out as much as you did when you're younger. Yeah, in that sense, are you fighting more towards a knockout than you would earlier, trying to switch and move laterally? Because Jacobs, we've seen him do that in the past. You think in this fight, you see more of like Nonito as he got older and won some of those title fights against it, more settled and trying to sit down on stuff even more so. And
I gotta say, man,
he done that at various points. He knocked out Mora early doing that.
Yeah. But that fight was a little bit different because Mora was pushing. He was pushing the pace, and Danny got cracked, and then it was like fighting out of protection, and also I gotta and it became that kind of fight. That's kind of what I want for this. I want these guys to just go in there and go at it. You know what I mean?
Shane should dictate the pace and
absolutely
keep it up here the whole fight
and force
Daniel could match it.
Make the older fighter have to.
The old inactive.
Because my bet is that Danny is going to come into the ring and fight really methodically. Try to pick his punches. Yeah, be the vet.
Right.
Try to make it through the rounds without getting touched and then touch you here and there. That kind of situation. I don't want that kind of fight. You know, I don't know. Because I don't
never want that fight.
I want that.
And
kind
you know
of fight.
both of the guys, so you gonna call them both and tell them, give me a fight?
Come on, let's go. I didn't see this fight coming for either guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I really felt like I was like, my spirit is telling me that Daniel Jacobs needs to get in the ring with the young kid, Berlanga, Edgar Berlanga. Yeah. And I thought that they were gonna make that happen. I think I had seen a post. They were at a basketball game, kind of talking together. And but I know Berlanga, you know, he got somebody handling the business, like, and everything is about Canelo right now.
That fight not good for him.
Nah, everything is about Canelo right now. Yeah, that's not a good fight for Berlanga, but I wanted it for
Either
him.
one of those guys not good for
him. Yeah, so I mean, and I was like, okay, maybe the winner gets Berlanga.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, I think the winner should get Berlanga.
That's bad for Berlanga.
Yeah.
Might get banged.
Yeah.
Or beat both of them. The winner of it. Yeah, he's...
I think he'd have hit his peak.
Strike one to tell.
He'd have hit his peak in life.
But
You give Berlanga a shot versus one of these guys?
Versus the winner? Absolutely, yeah.
Punch a chance?
No, more than that. He might be the favorite.
Damn.
He'll be the favorite.
Yeah.
He'll be the favorite.
That means?
That don't mean it to me.
Right,
Yeah,
but...
Not to me.
Just not a boxer.
Yeah,
Not a I kind of compare. I want to take a shot. I compare him to Wilder.
Wilder was the favorite against some good, Luis Ortiz was pretty good.
You can
Wilder's
survive
the favorite.
you take him deep waters. It's like
I did when I did the announcement on DAZN. I know we going off script a little bit, but when I did the announcement for DAZN for Terrence Crawford's next fight,
Madrimov,
they had Berlanga come up and we did a little interview, and I got a couple of opportunities to talk to him a little bit. He seems to really love boxing. We turned around and we're literally just watching the press conference, and he leaned in me. He said, "Man, I love this, man. I don't know what I'll be doing if it wasn't for boxing." Right. He's like, probably working at McDonald's or something. And then we laughed. Like, that kind of energy. Like, I'm impressed with that kind of energy because it takes a whole lot to be in this and want to do it and all those kinds of things. And when you get a lot of people saying how much you lack, and you still love it and you still want to do it, that means it's something else. It ain't about the people or something like that. So to your point, there's something about the kid, obviously, that's got him to the point he's at right now. And maybe that something factor that we may not know exactly what that is could be what beats a Daniel Jacobs that's clearly a better boxer and has more experience, or Shane Mosley who's almost a better boxer in terms of just straight up and down skill and things of that nature.
Right. I mean, what got him there is the 18 knockout streak.
Yeah.
That's the hype.
Right.
Yeah.